All right, so let's do our weekly wrap up for this week. And we're going to talk about, of course, books I've read, TV, movies, anime, anything I watched. So I didn't read a lot of books this week. I think I've only read 3 books this week. And so let's start with one of the books I read. I'm pulling up my story graph because it helps me track. Um, so one of the books I read this week was Never Lie by Frieda McFadden, and it was a really good palate cleanser. Her books, if you're familiar with her work, she's like a very like palate cleanser, psychological thriller writer. Um, so I do enjoy reading her books when I'm taking a break between like I know it sounds weird between my other psychological thrillers because her books are very like they're very quick reads, but I do enjoy them as well. So I did that one. That one was a really good book. It did have its twists. The next book I read was Mama by Nikkya Hargrove, which when I picked it up because it had like on the cover. I could show you because I do have this book. I got it from the library. So this is the book, Mama by Nikkya Hargrove. But on the cover it says a queer black woman's story of a family lost and found. And that's why I picked it up at my library. When I picked it up, I thought it was a fiction story. So I was like, ooh, queer, black, me. Found family, love it. So I picked it up, read it, discovered it was a memoir, which normally I don't read nonfiction. But what I will say about this book is it was very well done. Like it was a quick read. Took me about maybe 3 to 4 hours to get through it, and it was about it was a story. It was her story about her mom that's in jail and her taking on responsibility of her brother that was born from her mom. And it just goes through like, what happens in those situations. And it was really deep. I cried. I felt the passion, the pain, the romance, the found family. So I will say, read this book. Really, really good. Even if you don't normally listen to memoirs, this book was really like it was amazing. I really did enjoy it. The last book I read was, let me see. Oh, Capone 3. So if you watched my video last week, you know I was reading Capone by Jahquel J. And it's like the third one is like the final season in his story. And I will say that the third book was my favorite book out of the series. So if I would rate them in order, it'd be like book 3, book 1, then book 2. But they're all very well written. They're all like amazing books. But the third one was just, it had so much action in it that I was just astonished listening to the book. Like I was even like explaining to my wife, I'm like, listen, this was going on in these books, blase, blase, like he did this, he doing that, they in a shootout in the middle of the street. Like it was so good. And I think it was a great way to finish up Capone's story. And I'm excited now because now I'm in Capodanos, which is Capone's twin brother. And I've started that one, but I haven't like completed it yet because you could tell the topic is going to be very different from Capone's story. It's going to be a little heavier. And so I'm going to take my time and read through that one. So, yes, that's all I read this week. All of the books were really good. I will say I've been having some amazing reads. Like I haven't had to DNF a book. I haven't, I guess, rated. I'm not really good at rating books and reviewing them. But I will say I haven't had to give a book, I guess, lower than 5 stars this year. I've only DNF'd one book this year. I'm currently reading Dandadan and Capadonna. And I'm listening to, what am I listening to? It's Abby Jimenez, Just for the Summer. So I've started that, but I'm reading that with a friend. For what I started watching, so I started watching Castlevania, which is a anime based on a video game, and it's about vampires. And I will say I did do the first season, and in the first season it's only 4 episodes, so it's about 80 minutes, so like the length of a movie. It was really, really good. Like the animation style is really pretty. I love how vibrant it is. I love the way the characters are. So I've started that. I'm enjoying it. The first season was really good. So I think you should watch it if you do like vampires. I can't say that I've finished it because I'm only done with the first season. So I did enjoy that. I really haven't watched much else. I've been coming home and going to sleep this week. Let me think. I'm still playing my Hello Kitty, which I'm really enjoying. Even though during the week, I just come in and do like my little quests. Not the big quests, but like the little things they have for you to do daily and weekly. And then I put the game down because I don't really have time. But I brought a walking pad over over the weekend, and so my goal is to start getting up earlier and like getting a mile in before work and then coming home and doing another mile. So I will say that is one of my goals, so I'm excited for that. And that's all for today. It's a short video. Bye.